Alright everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well today. Back for another week of predictions that Football Manager has conjured up. And before we move on to Matchday 2 predictions, we're going to look back at Matchday 1. So if you haven't watched the last video, the basics is that I simulated the 2018-19 season through Football Manager 50 times, but I actually only took 3 results because I was lazy. And finding the average of the results that happen each match day to get a general prediction. So now let's look at match day 1 and see how Football Manager got on. Here on the left side is what Football Manager predicted the home score to be, and over here on the right side is what Football Manager predicted the away score to be, and in the centre is what the actual score was. Green means right, red means wrong. You get my gist. In terms of the middle being green means the result is correct. So hopefully that explains that, my design theory here. As we look through here, Football Manager did pretty well in the first game week, predicting 8 out of the 10 results correct. The only wrong ones were Arsenal and Man City, and Fulham and Crystal Palace. Football Manager predicted there'd be a 1-1 draw between those games, but ended up that Man City won 2-0 and Crystal Palace won 2-0. Not too shabby. Football Manager actually did pretty well predicting 2 scores exactly correct. I was both sort of happy and upset when Leicester scored their last minute goal as a United fan. It was a bit of a weird one, that, wasn't it? And way over here on the right is the hypothetical bets that I put on. And so I put £1 bet on each of the results the Football Manager predicted. As I said, 8 of the games were correct, so you would expect a positive return on that. So put in a stake of £10, you get £7.30 back. It's not too bad. Now moving on to the accumulators. The very first one is the doubles. If this is the first time watching it, basically I took the result that Football Manager predicts and then find the number of times that result occurs during the 30 simulations and then find the 2 most common. In this case, it was Southampton to draw 1-1 with Burnley and Liverpool to beat West Ham 2-1. Neither of those happened, so it's £5 loss. But you win one of these, you're probably set for the rest of the season. Now on to the trebles. This one, find the result that Football Manager spits out and find how many times that result occurs and then finding the 3 most common instances of that. In this case, it was Liverpool to beat West Ham, Man United to beat Leicester, and Newcastle lose against Tottenham. All of these happened, so a good start for Football Manager. Putting in a £5 stake at 3.71 odds gets you a profit of £13.55p. So in total, that means that £20 was put in and a profit of £15.85 hypothetical pounds was made. Not too bad for the first week. So now on to Matchday 2 and see how Football Manager gets on at predicting this one. So the early kickoff is Cardiff and Newcastle. Football Manager predicts that it'll be a 2-1 win to Newcastle. Football Manager predicts a 1-1 draw between Everton and Southampton, a 1-1 draw against Leicester and Wolves, a 2-1 win for Tottenham against Fulham, a 2-1 win for West Ham against Bournemouth, and one of the big games of the weekend, a 1-1 draw between Chelsea and Arsenal. On to the Sunday games, Burnley are predicted to win 2-1 against Watford, Man City are predicted to win 3-1 against Huddersfield, and Brighton are predicted to lose 2-1 to Manchester United. And the Monday game is Palace against Liverpool, in which Football Manager predicts it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I'm very curious to see if that one happens. So now we move on to the slightly more juicy bit. This is the hypothetical bet. So again, putting £1 on the singles. Last time there was a £14.20p hypothetically waiting for me. This time it's £16.47 hypothetically waiting for me. Now moving on to the doubles. We have Everton drawing 1-1 against Southampton and Brighton losing 2-1 to Man United. Quite possible enough. It could happen. I have a feeling that Everton are probably going to win their game, and I have a feeling that Man United might draw. They might draw. I have a feeling they'll draw. Maybe it's a kick up the arse that we need. So now for the results, trebles. We have Man City to win against Huddersfield, Tottenham to win against Fulham, and Brighton to lose against Manchester United. Again, this one, I'd say fairly possible. Could happen. Not much return in this one compared to last week. Let's see if Football Manager can get 2 of these trebles correct in a row. So yeah, that's everything for this week. I would genuinely like it if you could comment what you predict. I kind of want to see if anyone does better in Football Manager, which this week's a weird one. I somehow don't see Crystal Palace drawing 1-1 with Liverpool. Could happen. Who knows? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Would appreciate a like and subscribe if you're new here. See you all. Bye.